All right, we start off with Mortgage Basics, brought to us by our friends at Broadview Mortgage. You can reach them by calling 714-660-2013, your friend in the mortgage industry. Today's topic for Mortgage Basics: what is the difference between co-signing and gifting? And I can tell you right now, the big difference is nobody in my family would ever gift, but they would co-sign.
Really?
Yes.
That's odd.
It is, but I come from an Italian family, so there's no gifting here. There's always something you gotta do for me if I do for you.
You might change your mind after this.
You might change your
Really?
mind. Because there's a lot less liability with gifting.
Okay.
Co-signing's got to be
Go
the bigger
for it.
I actually have a story before this segment is over of this exact situation.
All right, well, let's start it off with Elisa.
Co-signing, you are essentially just as liable financially for that loan that you're co-signing on. Okay?
Right.
So from there, you can be expected to provide all of your documentation. You're going to be there for the loan signing. You're going to be just as part of that escrow as whoever your daughter, your son, your niece, your nephew, whoever it is. That monthly debt will show up on your credit report.
So it shows up on both credit reports?
It's going to show up on both.
All credit reports? Husband,
Whoever's
wife,
on that loan.
And
correct.
What if mother and father who do the co-signing are married? It shows up on all 4 credit reports?
It depends on what type of loan you're co-signing for.
Wow.
If it's conventional and it's only one spouse that's on it, then it'll only show up on her.
But isn't that the easy way out for most people? Just co-sign? Just sign a piece of paper?
Well,
done?
define easy. I don't think
It's a lot
escrows are
easier
easy
than
nowadays.
handing them a $20,000 check.
I would disagree, because with that gifting, you're simply gifting money.
Liability.
There's no liability. There's no financial liability. You have no interest in the property. You're simply saying, I am gifting this person X amount of dollars. Now, what you guys do on the home front is whatever, but you're essentially only going to have to sign out gift letters at the time that you're going to need the money. You just wire the funds over and you're done.
Look at you. It's so easy.
It.
Just
it
wire the 20 grand.
Well,
it is easy.
Okay, so
it's easier than co-signing.
In sort of the middle of a conversation that's been going on for a couple of days, a comment on Find My Way Home. And essentially what happened is a sister signed for her sister, co-signed on the loan. 4 months later, sister lost her job, and she's going to default on the loan.
So they both default.
So they both default.
Correct.
And so the sister that co-signed is the one that's asking questions on Find My Way Home. And it sounds like she might be okay, but ultimately she's gonna not. If it defaults, she's not going to be able to get financing for quite some time.
It's gonna hose her.
And it definitely could hose her.
You were just as financially responsible. Know that.
So if you could hand over the 20 grand and just lose the 20 rather than lose the 200 grand.
Yeah.
Or you just know that you're taking on that risk. And I really recommend, if you're thinking about doing it, talk to the loan officer that is actually doing the loan. Say exactly what am I going to be responsible for, and go over that with them, because it's a big responsibility. You can't. It's just not signing a piece of paper.
Of the two, what's more popular?
I would say gifting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you avoid the twisted sisters
you avoid the twisted
situation?
Sisters. So basically,
just economy,
one question that I get a lot is, when should I co-sign and when should I gift? Co-signing, you really want to do it when you have a borrower that's really in need of additional income to get into a price range, or just to qualify. I have that happen a lot of times where, the child has no credit history whatsoever, makes peanuts, and mom and dad
maybe
co-sign.
you're already paying their rent, so if
you
you
might
had
as
to
well
again,
get some credit for that mortgage. Right.
maybe.
Right, and then gifting, maybe they do qualify on their own, that they just need a little bit extra cash to help close and pay for all those closing costs. That would be a time that you can gift.
Yeah, do check if you're gifting. Do check with a CPA or tax preparer to see if there's any if it triggers any sort of a taxable event.
Right.
Like my family's would? It'll trigger a few flags, maybe with the FBI or the DEA or somebody.
I will say this,
Well, when the money
disclaimer.
comes from an offshore account,
I'm going to give you this money, but I don't want you to know where it came from, okay?
If you are gifting,
Yes.
let that loan officer know, and do not give the person any money. Don't deposit money. Don't give them a check. They will be instructed by your loan officer.
Here's your $20K. It's in an envelope.
don't put it in an envelope.
Don't lift up that mattress and
Small,
deposit that into the check.
non-sequential bills.
All right, so the team at Keeping It Real Estate is suggesting you gift money. I don't know where you're going to get it from, but gift the money. Don't get caught up in a cosign situation, because it could really turn around and bite you in the, you know
Just
what.
know the proper situation. There's a time for co-signing. There's a time for gifting.
Understand the liability. Gifting at most there might be tax liability. If you're co-signing, you have full liability.
And just don't be shocked when you get asked for a plethora of paperwork.
There you go, guys. Advice from the Keeping It Real Estate gang. Find out more at findmywayhome.com. See you next time.